I have no clue.
Oh man, Dragon's palette's so strong.
It's so good. Alright, so to talk about our runners real quick, I don't know if Dragon has a time on the,
This is Swiss round 2, so what did he get last time?
I don't remember, but it's not on the leaderboards.
Okay, well, so Dragon is, just
Dark horse.
insanely knowledgeable about this game.
He just doesn't practice.
Yeah, neither do I. I know a ton about this game, and I don't do anything.
And Mashy, on the other hand, is 26 on the leaderboards with a 59.07. And for research's sake, Dragon got a 1 hour, 2 minute, and 35 second time last race.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was his first run.
Well, you never know. So, we have taken back our shield from the people in the house, who we hope to never see or talk to again. And now we're down here on the beach getting our sword.
I mean, I would say never talk to again. We will see them. Not
Look,
really.
we don't wanna see Terran for any more than it takes to do the bomb trigger and get off the screen. So we're gonna pick up 10 rupees, or as close to 10 rupees as we can here on the beach by using a trick called rupee duping, which allows us to use the hitbox of Link's sword or shield and his own hitbox to get 2 rupees for the price of 1.
Yeah, basically both hitboxes are active, and if it hits both of them, the game just works well enough that both of them trigger.
And oh Jesus,
Dragon's
they're
getting
both at not.
good luck here. Mashy.
I don't think any of them. There we go. Both of them got 10 at the same time. Mashy in the lead with 11. Too bad we only need 10 and the lead means nothing.
Dragon showed up with 5 and he got like 4 instantly. A little bit of a faster shop. We gotta rob this guy because shovels are expensive. And Link is very poor. As you can see, he only has 10 rupees. Which, if you convert that to USD, is not a lot of money.
This is very few. The conversion rate is terrible.
Yeah, it's 0.015 rupee to cent.
So now we're
Google
we're gonna trick the game here into thinking that we bought bombs, but don't spend a cent for them. Is the value of a rupee a cent?
No, it's well, it actually might be more. It's 0.15 cents.
So it's 15 cents.
Yeah, he's got 15 cents on him.
Huh. So anyways, after that we make off with the bow. Because who wants to spend 980 rupees on that? Ugh.
Yeah, so just the way the rupee thing works with the bombs. So when you're paying for something, the game counts down as you do it, but you can say yes to buy the bombs. They're put in your inventory, and then you can save and quit. And when it loads back up, it doesn't store the value of the rupees after you've purchased them and decrement it like it does in some other Zelda titles. It just decrements it like every, X frames until you hit the number you're supposed to.
So it's like the health in the Mother series.
Yeah, basically.
So now we're gonna run up here, having entered Madame Meow Meow's house and looked at her. We're gonna go get the
2-second time save.
Ah man, it's so difficult to get when you want to get it. So we're gonna kill that moblin, and now we're gonna do a trick with them bombs called a bomb trigger. Which, if you place 2 bombs within 4 frames of each other, surprise, magic happens. Cutscenes occur.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to put more than 1 bomb down at the same time. And they both went for 2 bomb buys. You can get by with 1, but that's dangerous, because triggers are hard.
Oh, but wait, really? People go with just 1?
A couple. I commentated one with you in this tournament.
My god. Who am I? So, another example of how well made this game is, that's a keyhole on the side, we just can't see it.
Hitboxes in this game are very good when they want to be, and awful when we need them to be, and just the best, sometimes.
Oh, we didn't kill Terran, the explosive charge did.
It turns out if you put a bomb next to a raccoon, the raccoon will die. Fun fact for real life. Don't blow up raccoons.
Don't blow up anything unless you're a demolitions expert.
What
Or
about fireworks?
you're in like a...
How am I supposed to celebrate America if I don't shoot off fireworks every single day at 7 p.m.?
By leaving it to professionals who shoot off many more fireworks than you.
I need you to yell at a lot of people who live in my neighborhood.
Me too. You got kids setting off M80s in the street during the evenings. Stupid. So anyways...
They're a little harder to get up north.
Yeah. We are going to grab the best item, Feather.
Yeah. I'm actually having a little bit of more difficulty, I don't know what those guys are called. Shield guy room.
They're not beetles.
No, the
I
hard
feel-
hat beetles are those guys. I don't remember what they're called.
We need lore. We need like a giant book of lore on this.
I have a giant book of lore on this. And I'm getting another giant book of lore when the collector's edition of the remake comes out.
Ah, you. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna grab our boss key. And now we're gonna completely remember that we glanced over this trick right here called the super jump. So all of the walls in the dungeons are ledges, because the game is made well. So you can trick the game into falling off that ledge. And it gives you a lot of height. It's super jump.
And because you're jumping off that quote-unquote ledge, you have no collision until you hit the ground again. And because there is actually a Z-axis in this game, which works very well. It's either a 1 or a 0, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you see Mashy having a little bit of problem there. He was a little bit too close to that corner, and because these are literal clip-face walls, it just doesn't work.
So we also should mention the bow and arrow is really strong. It'll take out almost every mini-boss in 2 shots?
Yeah, they expected you to spend 980 rupees to get the bow, which means that you would have probably had to accumulate about 1,200 rupees and get it by Dungeon 6. They really want you to have it for Dungeon 6, and also Dungeon 5, but casually you can just ignore Dungeon 5 too, so it doesn't matter.
So we picked up our full moon cello from Dungeon 1. Ignore these kids who want to tell us that some monsters came and kidnapped some animal.
That is the worst. Yeah, if you play this game casually, and you do with what you're doing with Bow Wow, and you return him, a lot of things that happen later in this game that look really terrible for this game don't actually happen until you, like, drop bombs and then shoot arrows at the same time on the screen. Because the Game Boy, if you never owned a Game Boy, like an original one, that hardware was very dated, especially in comparison to the color.
Well,
you can solve all your problems by adding more RAM.
so we're going in here, we're killing a bunch of these moblins. I guess they stole somebody? I don't know.
Yeah.
So you can actually skip a lot of the text in this game by opening a save and quit menu at the right time. Hopefully we see Mashy do it, but we didn't get to see Dragon do it. You could just skip that talk.
Dragon does not practice on it, and it doesn't save, for certain text boxes, it doesn't really save a lot of time.
Who did they kidnap? They kidnapped our best buddy, Bow Wow. I hate this dog.
Yeah, watch Mashy pull ahead because Dragon gets bad luck here.
Oh, I'd buy it.
Bow Wow is the worst thing in this game, and I hate everything that Bow Wow does because it ruins everything I do. But so we need Bow Wow to eat a flower, and it can take anywhere between 1 second, like Dragon just got, or 2 minutes.
A very long time.
It's basically infinite. It shouldn't really take too long, but I've had like practice runs that I just reset because I wasn't gonna do it.
So, Dragon, using the powder for the only room we actually need it for in this game. We're going to be dumping that shortly.
To get the best item in the game. Or the second best. Top like 2 or 3 items.
Pretty good. He has remembered that he needs that key in the corner.
He picked up the powder, so he's gonna have to dump it again? Oh man.
No, he didn't dump it to begin with.
Oh, I thought he did.
He's probably going to dump it on the way to the mushroom.
Yeah, there is a way you can jump through that room without picking it up. I think Dragon was trying to go another way with
No, he was just trying to skip the key. That's what it looked like to me.
No,
So
I
we
think he was doing his own setup, but yeah, 2D sections.
We can also mention 2D sections exist in this game, and if you hold jump, you actually go higher.
It lets you make some early cycles.
And once again, showing off the bow that is super OP. Looks like Mashy actually getting into some swordplay with that Selphos there.
Selphos is not being nice to him. So you want to sort of clip into that bottom little peg right there as you're jumping, and then you can skip. You can just jump under the powder.
Yeah. So Dragon used a neat little trick to try to get the ghosts off the screen.
Early. You see all the lag the powder is creating?
Oh yeah. If you get the ghosts off the screen, the game thinks they died and it'll just spawn the chest. You can actually slash them and they go off the left, or you could shoot them off the right and then they die on the other side, which spawns the chest. And now we have the mushroom. Now click menu, save and quit.
And you might notice they didn't finish D2. That's faster in this game by, I think it's like 10 seconds or something like that. Just because of how slow certain rooms are.
That and we get to just do magical things later that we'll discuss later. Yeah. When you can see it.
Bye-bye, ghosts. So, I like how the ghost room looks on Mashy's screen.
It's very nice. The blue is very calming.
I don't like how his tunic looks, though.
Well, you can't win them all.
Not a fan of red tunics.
Oh, blue tunic, huh? Although you know what the best tunic is? Green tunic. So having
no value, but it's just better.
Wow. Shots fired.
I mean, it doesn't give you any protection. It doesn't protect you from the heat. You can't breathe underwater with it. It doesn't reduce damage by half. It doesn't spend your money to make you immune. It doesn't spend magic to make you immune. I'm just going through Link tunics at this point. Well, we have a bunch of walking going on right now.
So we should also mention that Dragon picked it up. Mashy's going to pick it up right now. We got a warp point.
Yeah. As long as you show up
we're
on the
going to use later.
Warp, it's unlocked.
Yeah. And now we're going to be headed down to go get the slime key in the back of Rich's Villa. But wait, we don't have the stuff from Candlelit Castle, but we do have a mushroom that allows us to just fall down a pit, clip into the bottom of the screen, and fall.
Yep, it creates a text box, and it won't let you fall or anything while it's trying to pull that up, so you just kind of keep going down until you're below it, and then Mashy can give a heart piece of shame. That's sad. And then if you transition onto a solid tile, you just kind of get thrown.
You fall until you reach a tile that you can walk on.
Yeah, it puts you in a ledge fall state, which you can make worse by like saving and quitting, and then you can control yourself as you're falling. That's relevant later.
Just a bit. So we're gonna once again show off Link's super noodly Slenderman arms, just wrapping around and sticking that key in the keyhole.
Just think, we wouldn't be able to have any fun with this game if you couldn't clip into walls.
So this is Dungeon 3. This dungeon is actually not as broken as some of the other ones, I feel.
I mean...
It's still pretty bad, but by comparison...
We do one stupid glitch.
We do one stupid glitch twice.
Yeah. And... It's good.
It's really good. You'll see it in like 20 seconds. But do a quick spin slash to kill all 3 of those enemies. Now, Dragon did not go for the drop in this game called the Piece of Power, but...
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't hit it. I wonder what enemies...
He didn't kill the Stalfos, so he's 2 behind. So that was a Dong skip, or Dodongo skip. We do a super jump out of the corner, get knocked back off of the Dodongo, and it just launches us to the right. And if we do it just right, we get over those rocks, and we skip needing the key.
And Dragon messes up. It's unfortunate. You do maintain your running speed as you're coming out of that menu, so you can just buffer your jump sword and you'll just go right over that pit, but he misses that up. He should get a piece of power right here.
Oh, you know what? He probably didn't kill the Zols in the stairs.
He did something that made
He's
it
gonna
weird.
get it. He's gonna get it in this room coming up, I bet.
I didn't know you could climb through that in this.
Yeah, it doesn't have a hitbox while it's falling.
Yeah.
There it is,
There
see?
it is. Man, he was really behind. This dungeon has a ton. Like, if Mashy did everything right, he's gonna get it in this room. Like, which really put... Yeah. So I don't know what Dragon did. I must have
He didn't
missed.
kill things.
Yeah, he didn't
So
kill
Dragon,
things.
having some trouble splitting up Slime Eye here, but it goes down like a chump
Yeah,
if you have Piece
one
of
of
Power.
the downsides of Piece of Power, it does increase your damage and movement speed. So you kind of always want it, and Dragon, not getting a fun little thing, which I guess we'll just mention if they actually get it. You can skip this cutscene and it saves 15 seconds per, but is it like a 50-50 chance you get it, or it's just really hard?
There's, I think it's frame roll based, I believe I've heard, where you can pause the frame that you land on the ground, but before you get the instrument. And you can, air quotes, buffer a save and quit menu out of your menu in order to have the ability to do a save and quit menu during the cutscene of you picking up the instrument, which allows you to skip the entire last half of the instrument playing and everything.
And we do it 7 times, and it saves 15
Look,
seconds per.
Let's be frank, we attempt it 7 times. We don't do it 7
Oh.
times.
Yeah, not unless you're crazy. But
Like Black.
It's, yeah, I mean, it's if it's frame perfect, you know, you just gotta be frame perfect, and you'll always be right.
Yeah, so hopefully... Oh no!
That's
Dragon trying to take some intentional damage, but he picks up a
Bow
fairy.
Wow. See, Bow Wow ruins everything. So, and I was gonna mention this, so the Slime Eye fight, when you have Piece of Power, it increases your knockback and, like, the stun animation frames on everything. This boss, Slime Eye, is probably the biggest offender of that, is Mashy's having a real bad Slime Eye.
In fact, he doesn't have Piece of Power now, but one Spin
Yeah.
Slash in a very cool way
Yeah.
to deal with that.
Once they go up, they only have 2 health left, so it's
And on-
nice.
And on Dragon's screen, he just abused the bomb trigger to make the walrus think that he hears a girl singing.
Yeah, and he's doing a much... at least in my opinion, it's way more finicky, but I guess it's the one he knows.
Yeah.
It's slower too. You'll see Mashy
But-
go for a different setup at on the left side, which you just do it as you enter. Now he's gonna die, because by doing that, basically we have to leave that screen, like, mid-cutscene after it, like, unchecks the walrus being gone. But, before we technically regain control of everything. So, we lose all of our buttons, and we need them.
All of our buttons except our movement buttons. We don't
Yes.
have A, B, start, or select.
Yeah.
Which means that we
So-
can't reset or use anything.
Yeah,
So
and,
we need
and
to
we just have to make any transition to regain those buttons back. So rather than transitioning like into this pit that's in here, or because there's a pit in the middle of that.
Well, we actually would go to the staircase on the screen next to it.
Yeah, I was like, or the staircase. I was getting to that, or the staircase. But there's an owl that's slow to talk to on the way back. So that just saves a whole bunch of time overall, because we just don't have to deal with the owl.
We should also mention that if you mess up this bomb trigger right here, there is a bunny that comes onto the screen. And if that bunny comes onto the screen, you're done. That's it. You have to hard reset to get out of that.
Yeah.
And if you haven't prepared a save and quit point, your previous one was back at D2.
Yeah, and the reason for that is, basically the game checks to see if there are no actors left on the screen, to give Link everything back. And, you have Bow Wow.
Who doesn't go away until you give him back to Madame Meow Meow. So, Dragon pulling off a sweet trick called the shack jump. It's basically a super jump that we do off that blockened wall in order to just hop up out of bounds and let us access D4 early without going around and around tall heights. And while we're over here getting a bunch of keys, I think it might be a good idea to explain what Warpless actually means. So, technically, it's no wrong warp, along with some various other things. So every entrance we go into has to lead to the place where it belongs.
And it can't be over solid tiles.
And you can't transition on a solid tile.
Or, yeah, you can't transition from a solid tile.
Yeah.
And
We're
yeah,
gonna see this muddled a bit, I guess.
We are really good at coming up with definitions of what is out of bounds and what is not out of bounds, because this game is horribly broken to the point where it's just easier to just come up with more categories when certain out of bounds tricks break everything.
And Dragon getting the cross jump. That's trickier than it looks.
Just do it no feather, or no boots, easy.
Alright, can't wait to see you do it. My god, I'm
I
falling
do it
apart
all the
rudely.
time.
When was the last time I saw you do a run?
6 months ago.
Yeah, huh? So we're gonna go
last
over
time we
here.
played Rando.
It's an excellent question. We're gonna go over here, kill these two Zulls with one spin slash, otherwise they spawn into 4 enemies, and we're gonna get our flippers.
Yep.
Dragon needs them hearts.
We need those flippers because of out of bounds rules not letting us just skip everything, but also makes it probably saves time over fighting the boss.
I mean, I wouldn't want to Jesus jump everywhere.
That's
Wait, we
fine.
can't even Jesus jump in
Can't do
this
that. Yeah, you
game.
can't do that in this game.
Because the menu is so fast we can't buffer with it.
Yeah. Which is why we have the mushroom to go over pits. Pit buffering does exist, because to fix a bunch of glitches in this game, when they remade this into Link's Awakening Deluxe, they just slowed the menu down a ton.
We should also... It fixed many, many things.
And broke a couple other things.
Oh yes. But Dragon doing a sweet super jump to get the key, 1 spin slash, 2 bomb arrows, kills the boss of the dungeon.
Not the smoothest, but it's pretty good.
It'll do.
Doesn't take any damage, doesn't accidentally die to anglerfish.
So now will he get the... Oh, he does. He
Okay.
gets it.
Yeah, you can tell if the menu shows up.
Actually.
Or,
He didn't. He landed, he opened something, but he didn't buffer the save and quit menu out of it.
yeah, you have to buffer the saving quit menu out of the... I guess saying buffering is disingenuous, you can't, but you can buffer in this game, it's just different.
Air quotes buffer.
Yeah, it doesn't... Things still execute for, like, a certain amount of time when you open up the menu. Everything freezes, like, per frame in the other version. The save and quit menu, I think, is select is a 4-frame buffer to open the map. Which I don't think we use that.
3 or
in this
4.
game.
I feel.
Yeah.
So, now we're gonna... normally, we'd head down, we'd help a ghost find peace with himself, but the ghost is long and annoying, so we're just gonna stay on the mountains for a while.
Yeah.
And normally the way it would work is if you leave the mountain range, the ghost spawns, but we just aren't going to leave it until we have the level 2 bracelet, which is also a thing that despawns him.
Yeah. And another thing is, if you do get the Dungeon 4 cutscene skip, the ghost won't spawn either. But thankfully so much, there is in fact a way to get that level 2 bracelet without breaking any of our rules at the top of this mountain. Which is great, because a frame rule dependent trick for the speedrun that would save over 4 minutes is good.
I mean, it is good. So, normally we'd have the rooster to get through this cave, or we'd have a hook shot, and we would do hookshot jumps across the pit, but we could just go over to the side since our out-of-bounds rules are special.
Yeah, hookshot jumps suck. And also, we're not getting that.
No need for a hookshot here. So, now we're going to be taking a long run to D7.
Which is just a fun dungeon.
Oh, it's massively fun. You remember going around with it as a kid, grabbing that big metal ball and knocking over those pillars.
Dragon might still do that.
Please don't. Please don't,
I mean,
Dragon. You can hear me.
I want him to. It's so swag. I love everything about ball strats, and... Okay, so Dragon, I think, forgot what game he was playing for a second there, because he definitely start buffered the pit, which you can do in Link's Awakening Deluxe.
But we're gonna
Not
abuse
this
the mushroom here,
Yeah.
and then do the same thing that we did for Villa Skip, where we got the level 3 key,
Yes.
and just
now,
conveniently fall without needing the hookshot. There's hookshot skip number 1.
yeah, so Bow Wow is gonna eat this cutscene. Dragon's gonna lose all of his buttons except for the movement button, because cutscenes are sprites and Bow Wow eats sprites. And it's regained control again.
Here we go, Dungeon 7. Let's go pick up that ball. Actually, can you pick up the ball without level 2 bracelet?
Yeah, the only thing you
can?
need level 2 bracelet for
Are the
is
big elephant statues?
the elephant statues,
Okay.
which it looks like. I mean, Dragon did pick up all those extra bombs earlier, so I think
He is...
silly.
Oh, look! Turns out the dragon is a trained demolitions expert.
Yeah,
He places
dropping
2
bombs
charges
hits, you do it fast enough. Transition ones I think are a little bit easier because you can see if it's going to work and then do a start buffer appropriately.
Oh, yeah.
I still think the swag bomb trigger in that room is so cool. You can drop a bomb by the door and then drop one in the pit at an insane timing, and you'll blow up the wall and bomb trigger at the same time, and it's so cool.
So there we go, all the pillars are down.
It makes sense. You use bombs. Bombs are
explosive devices. What else would you use to destroy a pillar? Because knocking it over with a wrecking ball is irresponsible. Think of all the rubble. Link isn't even wearing a face mask.
I mean, he wasn't doing that for the bombs either, and here's the worst trick in this entire run, I would say.
So this is Goomba Surf. We're going to be doing a barely clipped super jump off a Goomba and up a ledge.
Yeah,
Once they line up, they are finicky. You need them to move to the right.
100% required for this category. And you can get it instantly, or Mashy could
catch up.
Could catch up.
Because it's still not going for Dragon. So the reason why we need to do this is because we don't have the hookshot.
Yeah, the hookshot is the only other way. And like, it's like, okay, if you don't have the hookshot, there's like a weird set of jumps you can do to get over there. Or, well, if you have the hookshot, there's a weird set of jumps and you hookshot to a block and you can get it. But you need a Goomba at the very top because when you land on it, you're still...
There we go!
Yeah, you're still in your ledge jump animation, but you bounce. You never touch the ground, so you still ignore collision.
So, you can also open up a save and quit menu on the very beginning of this boss in order to skip the long text that he has before the eagle flies in. But man, Dragon did not want to get those Goombas lined up, did he? But you know what else? You know what else demolition charges are good for?
Well, Dragon mildly messed with the timing. Yeah, killing this eagle.
3 bombs, that's all it takes.
The timing is really nice. As his claw leaves the window, you drop the bomb, you throw it back up in the air, and you just have to exit the screen and re-enter it for that to happen.
Oh yeah. Now, of course, doors work well. The entrance for that door is all the way up.
Yeah, basically if you transition on that screen, it's weird. So he is playing on the 1.0 cart. Some people run 1.1, you lose half a second there, but you can't accidentally brick everything earlier. Some people have chosen to do that just for this tournament.
I did that.
For Mashy. Yeah.
Come on, Mashy. Come on, Mashy. Actually, you know what could be the case here?
Oh no!
Oh no! No, that was... Oh no.
He's still okay. He doesn't have to leave the mountain range.
But he has to go back up to D8.
Yeah, he's stuck down there. He's saving quit. He doesn't leave the mountain range, I don't think.
Dragon, please!
Show up on the screen, he's fine. And as long as he doesn't take the warp, he's fine.
Okay, he's good. Oh Jesus, I think Mashy might be in the lead now.
Maybe. We will get to see another sick obstacle skip. Let's just pretend this is, you know, different
If
run of the
Mashy
game
gets
from months
instrument
ago.
cutscene skip, I think he's in the lead. Actually, no, because you'd
no,
still have to go
Dragon's
through
still
the cave. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon's still ahead.
Not by much, though, now. That was
Yeah,
a costly
so-
mistake, so...
Yeah, you have to open your save and quit menu on that screen and to regain control of Link, and I guess he just didn't hold down after he did that.
So I just fell in the pit, which takes you back down to the bottom of the mountain range, as you saw.
Yeah, and then he did a save and quit because he just wasn't sure. I don't know if Mashy's even going for
Mashy
ICS.
did not get that ICS.
Yeah.
I think he is going for them. He just landed poorly on that. Because
Yeah,
frame
he-
rules.
You just try, like, and you hope.
It's either you get it or you don't. So, here is another thing that we skipped by not getting the hook shot. We're just gonna hop over this ledge and use the hook shot. Not the hook shot, the mushroom to stand on the air.
And then Marin is slow.
I've actually discovered that you can skip that cutscene.
Yes, you can skip that text. I don't think Dragon's going for any text skips on people. He's just
No.
not. It's not in his brain because he doesn't play this game.
But I think I did that for the first time during practice today. So
This
here's
is
the
the
last...
This is the second worst thing in the game.
This is the pit which kills. So we need to jump over here, use the mushroom to clip into the bottom, and then either use the boots and shovel to store a dash jump.
The boots and shovel is a lot safer. Dragon's gonna have to double mushroom this. You have to open the save and quit menu, do it. At least this isn't another category that requires you to make that jump without the mushroom and have to use start buffers. That would be, horrible and silly and wastes a ton of time because sometimes you don't. You'll hear the falling sound and you won't actually line up right, so you have to do it again.
So you can either use the boots and shovel to jump over that pit, or you can do a very precisely timed jump while pressing A at the same time in order to make it. And if you screw up your timing, well, you're not going to make it, and you fall.
Well, if you do it late, you're not going to make it. If you do it early, you're just not going to move, because you don't want to hit any directions until you clear the pit.
Yeah. So now, normally we'd need the Frog Song of Soul to open up this dungeon. I really hope Dragon doesn't run out of bombs.
Dragon should just boots bonk back into the wall again. Okay.
There we go. So we don't need no frog to teach us how to wake up a turtle.
Fun fact, this is not something exclusive to speedrun. It's that it just wasn't coded with a hitbox while it's coming out. That's funny.
It doesn't hurt you until
Yeah.
it actually starts fighting you. It's a pacifist.
Yeah, so they never gave it like a pushback hitbox, they only gave it like a this is the zone, this is an ouchie zone. And
Dragon not wanting anything to do with...
He didn't want to do a menu, so he just did that.
So you can push blocks from the side. You are actually going to see that for the first time in a small moment. I
No,
really
you
hope
just
he
saw
doesn't die.
You just saw
No,
it.
this is where you'd normally see it. Where you push the block from the side in order to get the key. Early, without having to push 2 blocks.
That loses more time in this game just because of how quick the menus are.
And we should mention, there are bomb arrows in this game that we forgot to point out when they did them originally back at D3.
Yeah, they are something intentional. If you press bomb and arrow at the same time, you bomb arrow.
Dragon taking a nice swim in the lava. Now, he posted "ah" in chat. I wonder what he... Oh
no! So, you won't see Mashy fighting that boss. Dragon does not play this game. He plays the,
He routes as he goes.
Yeah. He ran in our Hundo tournament last year, I think, without having ever played. He just knows where all the items are. But you could have just saved and quit. He's doing the old move route.
He didn't want to do the menu.
Oh my god, if he fights Hothead, that'd be. Oh, you know what? He can take the.
He's taking the stairs. Oh god, thank you. Dragon, please. So he has the magic rod now. And the magic rod It's really cool. I hope Dragon remembers that he can use the magic rod for things other than shooting magic.
Yeah, there's a song about it. It's called "I Got the Magic Stick."
Oh, thank goodness he remembered.
Yeah. So if you fire rod and open the start menu on the same frame that like the sound starts, it doesn't like clear that thing saying like, "Hey, the sound has started. Stop." And sounds are sprites in this game, and much like if you ever played like a custom map of StarCraft, and it tried to like spawn a bunch of things, you cannot create more units. So the game is just like, whatever, that's good. And if you try to enter Cue Ball's room wrong, Dragon is messed up the setup for that.
Dragon, you're supposed to jump.
Dragon, jump, please.
You remembered. You got it.
He was doing the buffer setup for it.
Yeah. So,
because he didn't transition while standing on a solid tile.
and
that room is in Dungeon 8.
I've also been thinking about this. You don't transition up for that. It just drops you down a screen.
Yeah, you zip down like you do in
like you do for Villa Skip or
well, Villa Skip exit.
Yes.
Or the D7 entrance where you can't do it. So the fire rod for super jumping has a much lower frame window of when you can swing it and do that super jump.
And as is being said by Green Tunic in the chat, it's out of bounds. But that's not a wrong word.
Yeah, it's totally there. Dragon went for Wang instead.
Dragon, pull up the
I respect that move. Especially if he knows he's ahead, despite the fact that he has forgotten. Okay, so what Mashy is doing is a different route. There is an even more worse trick. This is the absolute worst trick in the game is at the end. Mashy is taking a safer route where he's going to split D2 or D8, whereas Dragon, because this is faster, by about 30 seconds, as long as he doesn't mess up. Otherwise, it's slower by infinite. As Dragon is just doing this because why the hell not? God damn it!
Now hold on a second.
But,
I think Dragon's taking the safer route,
no.
not Mashy.
Oh wait, maybe?
Yeah, because
you're right.
going to go.
Because I was paying attention. So the route Dragon's taking is probably going to. It is 30 seconds slower.
But he's going to probably go get powder.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 30 seconds overall. However, Mashy has the ability to just like immediately lose the run instantly. So yeah.
Depends on whether or not Dragon does anything out of the rules.
That's true.
Because you can actually save and quit out of the thing that you're talking about and try it again.
Oh, you can. However, you're still gonna lose more time than it would be to do what Dragon is doing.
Yes. So now Dragon is going to D5 instead of D6?
I think the pathing for it just sort of works out. Like, it doesn't matter which one you're doing, maybe?
That's true. Because they're both
you're gonna
relatively close to each other.
Yeah, you just have to get to the warp, and D6 might be just a little bit... Well, it's actually, I think it's the same distance. Or if there's less swimming at a D6, it doesn't matter. Dungeon 5 is the worst dungeon in the game. A lot of people despawn that room with the Helmazar.
I despawned that room.
just because, like, it's faster if you don't, but it also sucks if you don't get a good Helmazar pattern, so...
Yeah, so Mashy, having used his magic rod to kill Armos Knight, because magic is effective against knights.
Yeah, against armored units. Haven't you played Fire Emblem, Matt?
Of course I do. I'm playing
They have
Face
low
right
magic
now.
resistance. Yeah, I'm excited for 3 houses.
But meanwhile, in these other 2 houses called dungeons, Dragon's going to be despawning this room full. Oh, what?
No.
What?
I guess he wasn't on the transition, because you have to transition while it's in the air, and then they kind of stay there. It's sort of the same principle as a bomb trigger right there. The sprites transition with you, and that's why when you put down the 2 bombs, both the animations are on the same screen, and the game kind of freaks out.
Yeah. So Mashy is playing it safe, getting his hearts refilled before he goes down to enter D6. I can't blame him. Meanwhile, Dragon is going for what we call dumb jump. Or dumb jump 2.
This is the 3rd dumb jump in this category, isn't it? Because you have the D4 dumb jump, You have the dumb jump to get the D8. So this is dumb jump number 3, and he's going to be approaching dumb jump number 4 very shortly.
So here's the thing. This is dumb jump 2 because normally it's the second one that we do. The one in D8 isn't supposed to be done until
No,
later
the one
on
to enter
return
D8 is done second. The first jump is in dungeon 4, and the second one is enter D8.
Oh no, you're thinking of the pit which kills, man.
Yeah, that's still a dumb jump.
Yeah, it's a dumb jump, but it's not dumb jump.
It still counts as a dumb jump.
Alright, look, anyways, Mashy's in Dungeon 6. He's despawning everything, because we hate this dungeon.
This dungeon is, and the only reason, other than the stupid, and we'd probably do something weird, or figure out something, if we could do these dungeons, if we had to do the ghost, Dragon
doing stew strats.
Yeah, I mean, it's legal.
Yeah. So we should also point out that our runners have already picked up the level 2 bracelet when they did that shenanigans drop in Dungeon 8, because it just happens to be there.
I'm wondering if Dragon was trying to go for Wang ICS, if that's even possible.
You can Wang ICS?
I don't know. I don't know if you can get both at the same time, where it just shows the Wang and then you save and quit.
So Dragon has cleared D5. He's gonna be headed to D6 now, I hope. I can never tell what he's gonna do.
Who knows?
But Mashy is now headed towards the boss, and if you've gone to the screen next door, you know that there is a tablet, bunch of enemies, bomb drop. Turns out tablets are entities that you can despawn.
God, I wish we could despawn things in LADX. Or maybe just that room, so we don't have to do horse heads.
No, but then Bamboo loses power. So despawn that room. Despawn that room. We really don't like D6. We're not gonna despawn this room. But we despawn the boss.
It's not like he was there to begin with. Does Mashy...
He might have it, maybe.
Okay, I think he has it.
He got it. That's a nice CS.
That's an interesting cutscene skip. He just saved 15 seconds. That's pretty good. He does still have to finish D8, and by that I mean he has to despawn the boss in D8. And does he still get? Did he get the boss key already? I don't remember. Oh no, yeah, he did.
For D8? Yeah, he did.
Yeah. What
so he's actually on his way to D5. Then he's gonna backtrack to D2. Then he's gonna go finish D8.
No, he's gonna do D8, and then go to D2.
That's
You're
what I said,
warping
wasn't
to
it?
D8 anyway. Why would you go to D2 and then go back to D8?
Look, I haven't had breakfast yet. Okay. I'm very tired. You are right. It's gonna be D5, D8, D2.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Magic Rod showing off exactly how much of a chump Barmos Knight is. Should also point out that, as you said, I think Mashy is doing it. You could just despawn this Helmosaur room, because Helmosaurs are awful.
Yeah, oh, and another thing is, so Bow Wow has 5 sprites associated with it, each link in the chain, and Bow Wow itself, and the Shadow. Although I think the Shadow might be part of it, I don't quite remember.
And the game lags with all
and
this.
The game lags like crazy. It still lags normally here, but just it's not as obscene. Bow Wow, you're not supposed to have Bow Wow here.
You're not supposed to have Bow Wow anywhere after D2.
Yeah, which is why the areas before D2 are pretty sparse, and everywhere you can get after you complete Dungeon 2, there's some areas that are pretty enemy dense on the overworld.
Dragon almost taking a bomb to the face.
Nintendo did in fact think that through.
They're very clever with how they programmed things back in the day.
Yeah, he took the long way around. He fails the, he succeeds in doing a Zorlax jump.
There we go. He succeeded in the Zorlax jump, which means he fell in the pit.
Yeah. So he got it.
So that's a different method that we use in Link's Awakening DX to get that cutscene entity out of the wall and into a place where Bow Wow can eat it.
Yeah, turns out bombs do weird things.
Yeah, bomb triggers are amazing.
Well, that was just a bomb exploding. Smashy. Oh, first try. So good.
It's so smooth.
Dragon, you have the level 2 bracelet, Dragon!
Go back! Go back! Oh, what are you doing, man?
Dragon is gonna go get a level 3 bracelet, which is gonna do absolutely nothing. Oh,
He
no,
remembered!
no, I think he's listening to the stream. He has to be. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Like I said, Dragon routes this game as he plays.
I really wish he got the level 3 bracelet.
I really hope he can hear us.
He's not gonna go get it now. That would be really dumb. Yes,
Nonsense.
that is a route that we take in a lot of other categories, because we need that level 2 bracelet.
And the only time we can get it is by doing the Fallen D8, which is not
Yeah.
feasible in any of the other categories.
And all of our rules for out of bounds that are very different in the other games because if we don't have very specific rules that aren't this, the game is over in a minute.
Well, you see all this. Dagon is always go mode because Innsmouth exists, but Dragon just got his Dungeon 6 boss key, and now he's going to be going to fight the boss. He might go to get it, you never know. He's on his way back past that spot.
I mean, he's got to do this mostly anyway, so...
He's not going to go get it.
That was some serious autopilot. So, pretty sure Mashy's ahead thanks to that ICS he got earlier, as Dragon doesn't quite get the despawn there, or there.
Or there.
I guess thanks to the ICS and Dragon forgetting he doesn't need to get the level 2 bracelet. Yeah, you can see that's what happens. That's what the room looks like. So good on Dragon.
So I'll say this: I do believe Dragon is still ahead though, because Mashy has to go run up, get the warp, finish D8, and then get to D2. Whereas
well,
Dragon just needs to
get
to D2 after finishing.
Yeah, Dragon's gonna walk there.
He could just take the warp. No, could he? Which way is faster?
Yeah, he could. He could take the warp and, you know, walk further. By the time he gets to the warp that he would be taking, it's faster to just... Okay, I think he... Does it do the Wang? Does it... Okay, I think he might get both?
No.
Or Wang messes it up. Okay, so maybe you can't do both, or he just didn't get it.
Okay, Mighty says he paused too early.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go see Mashy do what Dragon did at the end of D8. Where he does the little dumb jump.
Dragon despawned an owl there.
Hop.
So you do hit the clip into this wall. If you go a little bit too far, you're gonna hit lava. That sucks. But yeah, so Dragon is running to Dungeon 2 right now.
It's the dumb hop on Mashy's screen.
Mashy gets this,
Instrument cutscene skip.
Yeah.
If he can do the short, the dumb hop.
Yeah, he's... Okay,
there we go.
There we go. And he got it low enough. Dragon went higher, I guess, just to be safe. Because, yeah, if you take the warp, this is the closest warp you're going to get to D2 if you haven't cleared D8.
And there we go. Mashy getting his boss skip. And I think he gets in his ICS as well. He does.
Okay, so Dragon is ahead, but he is nowhere near as much ahead. However, Dragon's route is significantly safer than Mashy's.
Mashy getting a little bit stuck inside that turtle head.
Dragon, in all of his silliness, probably cost himself like a minute.
So there is something else that can even them out a bit. Oh, I forgot he has Magic Rod. I was hoping he'd forget that he had Magic Rod.
There's no way. He plays plenty of categories where he has Magic Rod there, like Rando. Which, Magic Rod is in fact one of the three ways you can access D2 in Logic. Hookshot and clearing Dungeon 1 and getting Bow Wow are the other ones.
So now you have to kill these enemies in a very specific order. It always has to be Pole's voice, Keys, Soul, not Soul,
Cern,
Stalfos.
Dragon was gonna light the stuff. It's a little too early.
And here's... Oh no! Mashy kills the Stalfos as well, which means he has to restart the process. Yeah. You hate to see it happen.
Yeah, the Stalfos is not giving Mashy. That's Dragon
being
went
a
for
jerk.
Dragon went for a strat that basically is used in other categories that, you know, wouldn't have the Magic Rod here. Despawning a silly boss, because we can't break his bottle. He tells us.
Nya, 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 nya.
What is Dragon?
I think he's buffering.
Did he make it slow
he
enough so he could get it? I don't know.
I don't think it did. It didn't. That would have been disturbing if that worked.
Yeah, boots and feathers save a lot of time here, because you can just bonk up those things. It does save quite a bit of time, just because.
Oh, mashy falling in the pit.
That's why we split this dungeon. Other than despawning the boss, obviously, we split the dungeon because of that. So Dragon can't lose the time. So Dragon's ahead. The area where he would have been affected by his 30-second time loss is already gone.
Mashy not getting the instrument cutscene skip for D2, which means Dragon's gonna take a little bit more the lead. However, he could run out of bombs on this bomb trigger, and that sure would tie it up.
Boots bonk.
Shh, don't say it. Ah, I got it.
We're gonna shut up and listen to good music for a minute.
Alright, so it's actually really close now.
So as you can see, Mashy equipped his feather to jump at the transition, because you can't transition while jumping. And that means you're lined up for free. Where Dragon was trying to YOLO it the entire time, and it's getting a bit sketchy there.
Yeah, so coming up is the Nightmare fight, where you have a gauntlet of bosses, and the first two phases of these are pretty bad, but using some new things that we have discovered in the past couple of months, we actually have a way to manipulate... Oh no.
Well, Dragon has powder, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
So
we're going to be hearing the boss music.
Backup blob quick kill, at least for me, is way more consistent than the bomb trigger one, but it's slower. He loses 10 seconds because he didn't get the skip there. He's still going to go for it because it is faster, but having the powder means he has, you know...
A safe way to do it.
Yeah, so...
He's going to just go straight to powder.
Yeah, he was not at the right spot for that.
So he kills the blob. But now I believe this means that he can't do the second thing that we found, which is manipulate Aghanim to give you 0 blue balls. Because in this game, Aghanim, after the first 2 shots, can just give you nothing but blue balls.
Yeah, and it's if you get which Mashy got, he got the blob quick kill and the bomb trigger. Basically, if you do that, we know exactly what frame rule we're on. So someone made an app that tells you where you have to stand in order to never get any blue balls. Dragon didn't get any anyway.
Why would he? He's the master of routing. He just routed out blue balls.
And as you can see, like, Mashy, it's like, okay, they're standing here, you have to go stand on, like, this even pixel over, like... It's either an even or an odd pixel.
Mashy is not doing it, though. Because he's slashing his sword.
Yeah, that's also true. It's the only time in the game that you can really manipulate RNG, because we know exactly what frame rule you're on.
Alright, Dragon making quick work of Nightmare Ganon and Nightmare Landmola.
Extra arrow.
That's worrying. I hope he doesn't miss.
You need 16 arrows to kill Deathel. I would be going for 3s.
But he's going for 4s. And he's hitting them like a champ.
Yeah, 4s are hard.
Well, got 3 there. He's doing side hops. No, don't do this. And he got it. Woo.
The perfect arrow setup. That'll be a PB for him, probably. I'm just gonna assume this is the second time he's actually run this category.
He almost beat me on the second time running it. So Dragon finishes with an SRL time of 54:39. Man alive. That was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Meanwhile, we got maybe half a second of it. But, so if you get the bomb trigger, you don't get any of that cool boss music. And you can see Mashy's, although maybe it's mostly because he's in the air when Deathl's opening his eye, and it's just not opportune, but going for definitely a little bit slower because the windows are short. You can try real hard and get 5 in at once. So a perfect fight would be 5-5-5 or 5-5-1 or 5-5-5-1. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
And Mashy getting his kill. Good on him, man.
This is a close race.
And now Mashy getting a meaty 4-minute PB. Well, 3 minutes. There you have it, finishing with an SRL time of 55:50. Woo!
It's probably for the best that Dragon didn't go for that level 3 bracelet. He may have been too close to call.
Man, that was intense. I'm not sure I would have been able to do. I completely forgot that it was Dragon who was in the race. I was calming alone, so I'm thankful you showed up, buddy.
Yeah, no one can really
No one can contain him. We'll just say that.
A guy who's just insanely knowledgeable at the game, and he's just like, I'm pretty sure this is the fastest way to do this. Pretty sure.
So, Dragon, how are you?
I'm okay.
I have a very important question. I have 2 important questions for you. One, why didn't you get the level 3 bracelet?
Because I don't need it, because I already have a level 2 bracelet.
It's not an
on
answer.
your way, why did you back out?
Why would I not back out? I'm here to win, you know? I have to make tiebreaker and make the brackets, so I have to win my races.
Okay,
Oh, my
second
God.
question.
How's your swim after D7?
Cold.
And
Ice,
how
cold.
many times was this a PB for you?
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, is
By,
this your second time running the category?
By 7 minutes and 56 seconds.
So your PB is the last 3.
Yeah.
So this is the second time you've run this category.
Oh Jesus
I don't play this
Christ!
game. I just know the other game, and this game looks a lot like it apparently. So
They look similar. It'll be
Pretty similar.
fine.
Just YOLO
Yeah.
despawns.
I almost walked into Bottle Genie, I think.
Oh,
And then I realized I had to despawn him. Or the one boss, I don't know which one. I think it was Genie.
so, how you doing, Mashy?
Feeling alright.
That was a nice meaty PB you got there.
Yeah, it was a nice minute 16 PB.
Minute 16. You've had a run since the one on the leaderboard?
Yeah, I submitted it yesterday. It was a 57:05.
Oh,
It was
baby,
on
even
you
better.
Doing all that effort and then PBing on today. Now you got to do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
Well,
All right, congratulations, Mashy. You're officially done.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Any high points, low points? Dragon should have gotten the level 3 bracelet so that you could win Mashy.
I think I had 2.5 ICS. I had one, but then I accidentally let go of start.
I
yeah,
had two and a
okay.
half Wang.
We thought you had one. You got plenty of Wangs. Dragon, were you going for ICS or were you trying
Yeah.
to like Wang and ICS at the same time?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure D2 was a Wang and ICS attempt.
They were all everywhere I had Wang was an ICS attempt, except I suck at pausing on a specific frame.
So
and then doing stuff.
I'll tell you this, Mashy. You should probably go back and watch this just to have a laugh at the other screen.
I was listening.
Oh, good.
I was listening. So,
So you
yes,
heard our
I was
screams.
cracking up the entire time.
That's psychological
right.
warfare,
That's
Dragon. That's gonna get you banned.
It's a smart thing to do, knowing when your opponent has played
Does
this game 2
something
total
dumb.
times, but he's dragonc0.
He's a wizard, Harry. Yeah,
Um,
overall it was excellent. You did really good,
definitely a
Mashy.
fun race to watch.
Yeah, that was a good race.
You'll be taking people down on the leaderboard soon. In fact, let's find out who you killed now. That's 5548. Congratulations, you have bopped White Wolfos. You're now 19th on the leaderboard.
Nice.
Your next target is Final Flame. Day 5455.
Okay.
Then you can beat up Bamboo while you're at it.
And me.
Dragon's not on the leaderboard yet, so not
Yeah.
you.
Dragon
I'll
will
change
submit
it.
his time
Soon.
after the last
Soon
race.
to the end. Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait, I
man.
didn't. No, I'm not submitting this, never mind. I
Yeah,
forgot
just
I
gonna-
routed, like, weird.
Just submit it and then do
Yeah.
better next time by
You-
actually doing this standard route.
You did do the powder route, which like is fine. Like I still hate blob quick kill, and if you don't get that bomb trigger, well, you're gonna lose all that time anyway.
Blob is stupid. Not gonna risk it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for consistent, quote unquote consistent manips, that bomb trigger still sucks. It's straight up mashing.
Yep.
That were found right before this tournament. Probably everybody would be doing the get powder route because you're gonna lose all of the time you gained by not getting powder.
Yeah, I spent probably like an hour this morning just practicing the blob.
Well, at least it paid off in the end. You got
Yeah,
nice
that was the
immediate
first time I
PB.
actually got the bomb trigger on console.
Oh, you're playing a console. Oh, that's right. You were using JBI.
Yeah.
I remember now. So, that's it for our races today. But tomorrow, at 12 p.m. Eastern, we have Green Tunic versus Seralepe Marsupial, and that's the last race of our second round of Swiss. Then we'll be back next week with more antics and dramatic action.
Yeah, and for what's coming up on Speed Gaming, where are we today? What
We're at
time is it? Yeah, we have on Speed Gaming 1.
There we go.
There's the Handheld Heroes Marathon, Professor Layton and the Curious Village.
Actually, no, I think they're about to start Spider-Man Shattered
Oh,
Dimensions.
wait, sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. Yeah, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I saw the wrong Link's Awakening.
Oops. We also have the Mega Man 2 randomizer on Speed Gaming 3, I believe.
And Super Ghouls and Goblins on whichever one this one is.
Yeah, there's a lot of handheld marathon coming up in your immediate future. We also have some Final Fantasy races. And that's... no, they also have Luigi's Mansion somewhere.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Keep watching Speed Gaming.
Oh, yes. Anything from you, Dragon, Mashy? Any last words?
Nah, I'm good.
Ages Weekly.
Ages week.
Ages Weekly when? So- Yeah, you should go follow our runners. What's the command for that? Is it R? Yeah, go follow our runners. Dragon, Mashy, both excellent players. Go follow Dragon for the antics. Follow Alpha. Alpha's a cool guy when he streams.
I am planning on streaming a bunch starting next week, just random things. Just
I
haven't been able
mean,
to do it recently.
you
I played
have
Ghost
to.
Strike.
At about the time, you have to start streaming random things for the Mystery Blinds tournament coming
Oh
up.
yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. Other than that, it's been a good race. Good job, guys. thank you for your help on Commentary Alpha.
Yeah.
And have a nice day.